Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate you being here. And for those of you that have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. Also, please hit that like button as well. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business to that next level, please check out the links below. Now, with that said, our topic for you today, it's 10 reasons why gym sales meetings are critical to your success. Okay, gym sales meetings and why they're critical to your success. And I know so many places, at least the ones that I talk to, don't even do a meeting. Okay, and if they do, it's every so often. Okay, you want to have, a sales meeting, even if it's short and sweet, I'm doing something every single day to get the team together and get them going. These are not meant to be heavy-handed. These are not meant to be, putting a lot of pressure, but we're trying to accomplish some things. And I want to talk about, some of these things that we're trying to accomplish with a gym sales meeting. And you're not doing all of these in every single meeting, because if we're doing this every day, they're shorter meetings. They're 10 or 15 minutes sometimes. And you could have your once a week meeting where maybe it's a full hour and maybe you address all of them. But these don't have to be addressed everything every time, okay? But this is why we're trying to do it. So let's get into this and talk about some of this and see how this can maybe have an impact on your business. So number one, on why it's so crucial, it's the culture. We're trying to create a sales culture. And so when we have these meetings every day, hey, what do you have coming in? Do you have your appointments confirmed? Who can you call? How many sales do you need today to hit your projections? What do you need to hit that next level on commissions? You start creating that culture. And I always like to have that sales meeting early in the day to kind of kick it off. But then later in the day, I may like to have a sales meeting, and typically it's called a huddle up meeting. Kind of doing the same thing, doing it quick. Maybe staff is turned over for the day. But we're going to have that huddle up meeting, have that sales meeting. But we're trying to create that culture. This is why we're here. Okay, and there's other folks that are doing other things. But for us, if we're in sales, this is why we're here. Okay, and so we're having these meetings. We want to create that culture. I know one of the things that I get in the habit of doing of clubs that I go into on a regular basis, I'll walk to that front desk. Hey, how have phone inquiries been today? What's guest traffic been like today? How have we done on setting appointments? What's our closing? And because I want to create that culture, I want them to know what I'm looking for and things that are going to kind of put that smile on my face, so to speak, when we come in. We want to see activity in sales. So look at culture. Number two, on why do we have these meetings? Why do we have sales meetings? We're assessing. Okay, and what I mean by that, we're planning. Okay, we're planning. Hopefully, if you haven't done it, make sure we're writing a plan of action. You as an owner should have one, a manager should have one, salespeople should have them. You can check other videos here on this channel, for how to write a plan of action. But we're talking about our plan of action. What is our plan? What is our plan today? Because one of the things you don't want to do, don't confuse a plan with a goal. I asked a gentleman one time, it was a Saturday, I called up and said, what's the plan for today? He goes, well, Jim, we're going to write 10 sales. Okay, that's a great goal, but that's really not a plan. What's the plan to do that? What's the strategy to do that? Because we don't want to find ourselves just stationary, waiting for it to happen. So why do we have the meetings? It's, we're assessing, we're planning. How are we going to do this? Number three, communication. Okay, this is a great time to communicate. Communication, I have found is one of the bigger struggles on this. And, for example, one of the things that we do to kind of help mitigate the communication thing is we'll have, communication logbooks, we'll have maintenance logbooks, we'll have marketing logbooks, so that everybody knows. And so in communication, for example, does everybody know what's currently being marketed? What are we advertising? What are we promoting? What's available? What's out there? What kind of referral campaigns do we have? Does everybody know this? Has there been any changes in how we do things? So this is a great time to kind of communicate all this. Okay. Number four, on why sales meetings are so important, is we want to provide direction and know our numbers. Your sales meeting, this is a great time. Go over the numbers. Here's where we're at. Here's where we need to be. Here's where we'd like to be. Here's our push number, so to speak. Okay, going over your numbers and what's the strategy to get there. You must know your numbers. Okay, and numbers from just a production level where we want to be, but also individually know where they're at because you're making commissions on that, right? And so, what is it going to take to get to that next level, or what's it going to take to get to the number that you want to make, for that particular month? Number 5 on our list is we do it for motivation. Sales meetings are not meant to be a beat down. They're meant to be, motivation. Okay, what motivates people? I know for me, when I was doing a lot of those, I was shaking everybody's hand. Hey, thank you for everything you did yesterday. Thank you for those sales. Hey, I was listening to how you handled that customer when they were complaining. Hey, great job on that. I'm going to give them feedback. I'm going to catch them doing something right. Legitimately, I'm not going to make it up, okay? But I'm going to catch them doing something right. I want them to feel good about this. Because, when it comes to sales and sales meetings, if sales are ever down, which they can be, right? Usually it's one of two things that you can kind of zero in on a little bit. We've kind of lost sight of our goals and what we're trying to do. Or B, our self-esteem is suffering. And so from this motivational standpoint, I want to keep self-esteem high, okay? Number 6, skill set development and reinforcement. Skill set development. I want to take the time in these meetings to work on our skill set, okay? And I want to reinforce that, okay? Where are we at right here? And so I might do some quick role playing. Maybe if I see, hey, we're getting some phone inquiries, but hey, our set percentage is not where we'd like, our show percentage is not where we'd like, our closing percentage is not where we'd like, we might go back to that skill set on maybe how to take a phone inquiry. Okay, do we have the phone inquiry? Is it memorized? Is it under every phone where we take a phone inquiry? Okay, do we pull it out and have it in front of us? Every time we're on the phone with somebody. Okay, because we want to memorize it, we want to know it, but the reason we do is so that now we're free to be ourselves. Okay, so skill set development, reinforcement. Let's role play it. Number 7, why do we do sales meetings? Why is it so critical? Lead generation. What are we doing for lead generation? If we're not generating leads, boy, you could be the greatest salesperson ever. That chair staying empty is not going to do you any good. You have to have a strategy for lead generation. You have to have a strategy for keeping that pipeline full. And again, you can find numerous videos here on the channel. Just do a search. You can find numerous videos here on the channel on how to do this and how to approach that. Okay, but we have to generate new leads. We have to keep that pipeline full. If you just sell, pipeline goes empty. You're going to hit a rough patch. Number 8, for sharing. One of the things that I like to do in nearly every meeting that I do is I pose the question, hey, what's working well and what's not working so well? I want each person to answer it, okay? Because in part, I want others to learn from somebody else on what's working well for them. Perhaps they can take it and do it, okay? Then also what's not working well, maybe somebody else can hear that and go, I had that same issue, here's what I did. And so I want some sharing of information going on. Number 9, training. Every sales meeting is going to have a training component to it at some level. I'm going to train on something. Maybe train on how to promote the new campaign. Maybe train on maybe how we can maybe get more money at point of sale, how we can get more referrals. But I'm going to train at every level. And then number 10, the final one, is we want to celebrate success. I talked about this earlier, but we want to catch people doing something right, celebrate successes. Sales meetings are meant to be uplifting and positive and motivating, and we're celebrating the successes we're having. We're getting excited. They're not meant to be a beat down. They're not meant to be pressure. And unfortunately, too many people look at them that way, I think. And so have these regular sales meetings. They are critical. They are crucial, to your overall success. So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Please, if you've not already done so, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And again, to learn more about me and my company, please check out the links below on how we can help take your gym to that next level. And we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.